What is going on, guys? It is a Friday afternoon here. Nice and rainy, gross, disgusting day, Atlanta, Georgia. But that's not going to stop us because we're still going to go through letter C today. So if you've been paying attention, we're going through in-person autographs I got mid to late 90s, early 2000s, and maybe mid 2000s also. Primarily doing this at Atlanta Braves games, at spring training, St. Louis Cardinal games, and then a couple other stadiums mixed in here or there. So I'll just start flipping through them. And as always, I want to know who you guys recognize on here, who brings back some memories. If you ever met any of these guys, if you cheered for them, whatever, let me know. And if we got stories, we'll tell them. Mark Clark, Tim Bogar, who's that? That's Trip Cromier. Jack Cust. I remember him. He was supposed to be a stud for the Diamondbacks. I don't think he did much anything. Mike Cameron. He was a really nice guy. Played for the White Sox. Roger Cedeno. We got a bunch of C's, as you can imagine. So I think that's Jose Cruz Sr. Castillo, Dieve Cruz, Royce Clayton back in '99. He got like an accusation or a charge of like assaulting a woman, maybe, and then he got kicked out. Jose Castillo, that one turned out pretty bad. He got kicked off ESPN or whatever network he was on at the time. So Orlando Cabrera, Bobby Cox. Bobby Cox actually, right before he retired, moved into a brand new neighborhood right down the street from me. And no, my house was not the size of Bobby Cox's house. Bruce Chen, this guy always signed. Oh, there he is again. And it was a brand new neighborhood, about 5 houses. Matt Clement. And that's where he lived. Not gated or anything, and I'm sure he probably still lives there. Indy Chavez, that's a tiny little guy. Nate Cornejo, Clement, Bruce Chen, Brad Klontz, Skip Carey, announcer for the Braves. A lot of these cards, like when you see all those Bruce Chens or Matt Clements, those were not always the same time or the same day. Those were, I would typically offer the guy to sign, like hand him 2 or 3 cards. Ken Caminiti, RIP. And, Jose Capellan, I think he threw, that's a cool autograph. He threw like 100. I think he was one of those speedball guys. Real good fastball. Mike Cameron again. Mike Caruso. Yeah, so I would typically hand him 3 at a time. Chris Carpenter, stud. Jeff Conine. And then, next time you see him again, hand him another 3. Joe Creedy. Those are probably all 3 at the same time. Will Clark. That one's pretty cool. The guy looks like a giant next to him. Is that Vlad? Jose Cruz Jr., so he had his dad. Some guys just always had nice cards. You could, Jack Clark, and it was great when you got those, and it was like Dimitri Young. That's a guy that always had nice cards, and he signed a pretty good bit. Super nice dude. Eric Chavez, he was a beast. 2 of him. Miguel Cabrera, all right. Honestly, I forgot that I had Miguel Cabrera. I got 2 of them right here. I have his rookie card also, I remember. But this would have been, I think, his second year in the league. I would have seen him. And the Marlins guys, I always say it, Marlin guys were great signers. Mike Cameron, again, great signer. Jamie Carroll, he was a tiny little dude also. I think he's second base. Aaron Cook, nice guy. Remember him for his red hair. Ivan Cruz, Roger Cedeno. Okay, Jose Cruz Sr. again. Let's see, Brady Clark. Michael Kadire. Sean Casey, another awesome dude. This is the guy that would always stop and take pictures with you. Indy Chavez. Nice guy, quiet guy. Sean Casey, though, awesome dude. Him and Adam Dunn at the same time were on the team. And I guess a spoiler alert for when D comes around. Yes, we got several Adam Dunns. Juan Cruz, Craig Counsell, the guy that had the craziest batting stance in the MLB. Daniel Cabrera, I remember him. I felt like he was like 6'7". Let's check real quick. He was, look at that, 6'7". What? I promise I did not look at that. It's not even, see if I can get it to focus. 6'7" right there. I promise I did not look at that ahead of time. I just remember he was towering over me as a little kid. Frank Catalanotto, Chris Chambliss. Remember those action pack cards? And who's that? Raul Chavez. Okay, a little bit more. So Sean Casey again. Yeah, so I remember I got pictures with Sean Casey. And I have right here, that was in, what does that say? I'm going to pull it up here. 99. 8/23/99. Tony Clark. This dude could not sign enough. And he is another guy that had always nice cards. Look at these. Blue was the way to go. I think I told you guys last time. Yeah, sometimes I get them. Oh, I love that card. Look at that, teardrops. Just keeps going. Tony, always with Detroit. Detroit was, if you guys go to spring training, Detroit, the absolute best year over year for spring training. It was easily accessible. They all walked through the parking lot, all the visiting team. If you want to get Al Kaline, you'd have to get there like at 7 a.m., 6 a.m. because he was always the first one in. Luis Castillo again. That was in 01, so that would have been before Cabrera. Will Clark, Castillo, Kadire, Jacob Cruz, Alex Cora, Real Cormier, Jeff Conine again. Coco Crisp, one of the few guys on Boston that would sign. Nice dude. Those Boston guys would come in, and Manny Ramirez, good luck. He was one of my favorite players at the time, and then I tried to get his autograph, and he blew off everybody. So for one little kid he signed for. Nate Bump and Nate Cornejo, double autograph there. Miguel Cairo, I think I remember him with the Rays, yeah. Tampa Bay was also, went down to their stadium. They need to update that thing. Jose Castillo, Will Cordero. Who was that? Cangelosi, Norm Charleston. Jose Capellan again. Buddy Carlisle. Man, Jose, I don't think he ever spoke, but he would sit there and sign a lot. Cameron, as always. Frank Castillo, Cangelosi, Steve Cox. Okay. So, did we go through this one? I think yeah, that was one of the early ones we went through. All right, I tried to speed through that. So a couple big names in there. Miguel Cabrera, Eric Chavez, Bobby Cox, and then a lot of medium range guys, some guys you probably never heard of. But C definitely had a good amount of them. All in person, all a lot of fun. And come with some more stories next time. I just wanted to try and get through these quickly because for those of you watching, I know you don't want to sit there and watch a 15-minute video. It's probably what this one ended up being. No, we're at 9. All right, man. All right, guys. Appreciate it. And we'll check you next time. Big Dog Breaks. Stay tuned. We still got D through Z to go. See ya.